affection make your nigga do the most. Baddest in the room, bestie screaming, giving vogue. Bitch, I been a dime, don't approach me if you broke. Pretty answer Diddy, if you got it, better spin it. Spin it, spin it, spin it. Chain, tennis, plane, divot. Spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it. Racks, getting it, cash, spin it. I bust it like a blicky, now the bed is getting sticky. And I like it when he lick me, now he coming out his dickies. He like me cause I'm pretty, and my kitty pretty too. He said, "Lil' bitch, I'm in your city, and I'm tryna fuck on you." Fuck me raw, no safety, now he bustin' like a Glocky. Nigga hate me in the clubs, but he love, I call him Poppy. He lick me like a wood, then stuff me with the D. Bring gelato in a wood, and pack it with KDs. My mouth is super glue, nothing loose about my lips. Damn, this pussy really tight, cause I got gorilla grip. And I'm fuck nigga free, so I have gorilla grip. Nigga shooting up the club and grab a stick.
This is Baddies and bullshit.
Hey guys, it's your host Mani, aka Fashion Barbie on Instagram, and welcome back to Baddies and Bullshit. Today we have a familiar face that you guys have definitely in love and seen before, Tay.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Tay at tay.renee6 on IG, and this week we have a very, very lovely guest.
Hey y'all, it's Electra, also known as the Nastiest Princess. You can find me on Instagram at Electra_no_Carmen.
I love it.
Okay,
I love
period.
Come in hot, for real.
Hot and right into the bullshit. Now, Electra, when was the last time we talked?
Probably like right before Valentine's Day or maybe right after.
And are you still bottle serving?
I haven't. I took a break from it.
Why?
I noticed that. I was like, she ain't even went good ladies or anything, but I see like you still promoting stuff.
Yeah.
But like you haven't actually been bottle serving. And I was like, But,
yeah.
you know, I didn't really take much on it.
No, the last time I did do bottle service, it was actually like, it wasn't even planned. I had a performance at a bar that's closed down now a couple months ago. And I opened up for a Chicago artist, and the bar actually ended up getting shot up that night.
Oh,
and
who was the artist?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I was invited out to that, and I was so happy that I didn't go.
Yeah, it was. I opened up for King Louis.
Oh,
yeah.
That makes sense.
So
I
I was actually getting ready to leave, and just so happened that I knew the manager of the club, and he had to send his bottle girl home for the night, and he's like, you used to work for me, like I need you real bad right now.
Damn.
So I'm like, all right, I'll stay longer. I'll make some
Might as
bread,
well make some money, right.
And yeah, it was crazy. The only reason I stayed was to, do bottle service. So after that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break from it.
You realize you
that
was
was
like,
a little wild.
You said that's a little bit too much for me.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened? Like what all went down? Like why did that?
I still don't know what happened.
Oh, really?
I don't know if they have anybody in custody or anything, but
Anybody get hurt?
yeah, the guy actually he died inside the bar.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, rest in peace.
Yeah. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
So me and my friends, we ducked out the back, like we ran.
Oh
out the
hell
back
yeah!
door.
Oh my
Any
gosh.
exit?
Yeah.
Where's the sign?
What? Right, bye.
Because people were actually confused when they first heard the shot go off. Everybody was like looking at each other.
Like I know
The
damn well that
DJ
wasn't
was
a firework.
like, the DJ was like, he didn't even know what was going on. Like he's by these loud ass speakers. He's like,
that didn't come from my music.
He's like, y'all need to calm down. Y'all tweaking in here. And then
Yeah.
people started like running,
Oh my
like scrambling, and we were
gosh.
like, oh, this is
This
real.
is serious.
Yeah,
hell
because my
no.
homegirl, she's next to me like, yeah, y'all tweaking. That was just the sparklers going off. I said, I've been doing bottle service all night. We didn't have no damn sparklers tonight. No damn sparkler going on.
Did that make you wanna because you said you were performing also? Did that make you wanna stop performing?
It didn't, but it did make me realize that I should pick and choose what opportunities I take.
That's
Not
true.
everything
Yeah.
is not everything's a good opportunity. Yeah,
100%. Yeah. What are your do you have specific set standards yet for like if you get an opportunity? It's like, okay, does it meet like this and that, or like what are your
What's the
set
criteria?
guidelines?
I
Yeah,
guess?
Yeah, what's your criteria?
I guess like I've always just done stuff off the love, so I never really
Oh, okay.
had criteria for real. Like as
Aw.
long as like everything seemed like all my ducks were in a row.
Okay.
And I had been managing myself, but as of recently, one of my really close homies, Mackie, he's been managing me and getting me together because he's like, you can't keep doing the stuff you've been doing.
Yeah.
Like, stuff off the love isn't gonna get you where you need to go.
He's
Like,
gonna tell you real
true.
quick.
Yeah.
One thing about Mac, he's gonna be like, Electro, stop that shit.
Exactly, like-
he's like, get your shit together for real.
he's so blunt with everything, but I appreciate it so much because I'm really hard headed.
You need that shit.
Yeah, I need that.
You
for
do,
sure.
And
100%.
people
I
take
ignore
advantage
so
of
many
you.
red flags too. I'm just like, I want to see the good in everybody, and like the red flags just getting redder and redder and redder, and I'm just like, but
Those
colorblind.
rose-colored glasses, right?
Right.
Colorblind and the motherfucker.
Exactly.
You said this should turn green, actually. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh, that's good though. Like, that's awesome that you have you had somebody that was actually close to you that wanted to look out for you and
Yeah.
actually do good for you. You know, because there's some people that'll be like, oh, I got you,
Yeah,
but really don't got you.
Exactly.
You know, and that's one thing you also really have to be like careful and scared of. And well, I don't want to say scared, but you have to watch out for it. Like, you really have to make sure that the people that want to help you, and you know they're helping you for the right reasons. Like, sometimes
Period.
one of their first reasonings, you'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, and that's the first
Yeah.
little red flag. You don't even think much of it.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, they take
And
all
the
your
people,
damn money.
yeah, and I agree.
shit.
And I feel like the people, when you first meet them, sometimes they'll paint a beautiful picture.
Yeah.
Beautiful picture, and they'll sell it. They'll sell you
sell
a
it so
fucking
good.
dream. My
Oh
bad.
my God.
They'll sell you a dream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dream never happens.
Exactly.
100%.
So many people just have ulterior motives, especially like in Chicago nightlife in general. Like, people, oh my God, people could get so shiesty. They can
Say that
man,
loud for the people in the back.
being
Jesus
like a
Christ.
bottle girl. Like, I've had to deal with like just janky club promoters, people not paying people what they're supposed to pay. Like, it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I think that's one thing that has me very skeptical right now. Where I'm kind of, I feel like I'm kind of just in the shadows. You know, I haven't really tried to take it a step further because I'm like, I don't really know if this will actually benefit me for real. Like, I don't know if these people actually, finna look out for me, because I'm real different than a lot of these people.
Yeah.
And
It's true though. It's true.
Yeah, so it's like, at the end of the day, they see that and they use me. They don't actually want me to benefit from it. And then I'm like, oh, it's okay.
They just want to steal your personality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. It's a scary industry. It's a scary industry. It really
It's a
is.
scary industry that you can get stuck in. That's why these older people are still stuck in the industry doing.
Older in caps.
Hello.
Bolded, underlined, everything. I was actually just talking about that last night, and I had said, like, anybody that you see that does well, like, in that business, yeah, if you find anybody younger than 25, you let me know. And even 25 is young. Like,
No,
that's
it's true.
really young.
Yeah.
Like, these motherfuckers are 30, 31, 32, 33. Like, and these are the promoters raking in the money. And then you got people like me, where I'm 24. I've lived here for less than a handful of years. And it's like, you can't put the same expectations on me as you can that this guy that has lived here for so long, that knows everybody, that grew up with these people.
Yeah.
Like, be so for real. Like, no. Like, this just don't make no sense. It really don't make no sense.
Yeah. No, the nightlife industry will literally, like, it will chew people up and spit them out.
Yep.
And you almost have to kind of move, like, you have to be selfish.
Yeah.
You have to be a hustler and you have to be selfish, because if you're not, people will walk all
People don't look
over
out
you.
for you at
They
all.
don't. They look
That's
out
not-
for
Take
themselves.
advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is not the industry to have somebody thinking that people got your back. That's not what you're gonna get in that industry. Newsflash. In case you didn't know, that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Not at all. No.
Now going back to you rapping, I want to get into that one. How long have you been doing music as an artist?
I think I dropped my first song in 2022, September 2022.
Really?
What was
Yeah.
it called?
It was called Baddest Fuck.
Yeah, okay.
Of course it was. I love that. Yeah.
So honestly, I've always been like a really creative person, and I used to do like creative writing and like spoken word when I was in college.
Oh wow.
And I'd like to just try different things, bring on new avenues, and I'm like as a poet and just a creative writer, I wanted to try my hand in songwriting. And that's what got me into the music industry, because the plan was to just be a ghostwriter. I'm like, I could
Okay.
do this. Like, I used to have really bad social anxiety. I'm like, I don't want to be in front of anybody. I'll be behind the
In
scenes.
the back.
Yeah,
Yup.
they can. I'll write for somebody. And so that's how I started recording. And my friends are like, "You actually sound kind of good, and you know you're saying some real shit. Like, you need to put yourself out there." So it took me a minute. Like, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I did not want to, like, at the time, like, I'm like fresh out of a 5-year relationship. Like, it was a lot. And so I think actually getting out of that relationship did kind of push me, like, all right, all I've known was this relationship the last couple of years. That was like almost my personality trait, like being in a relationship, being like a housewife. And so once I got out of that relationship, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go out my comfort zone, and I've been rocking with it ever since.
That's awesome.
Love that for you.
Do you think that 5-year relationship influenced you in writing music also?
I think it did, because he was one of the first people I told that I wanted to get into the music industry. And he was really supportive of it. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to start writing music. And unfortunately, like, right when I got into the music industry is kind of right when we went our separate ways. And it wasn't really any bad blood. He was younger than me. He was still in school and figuring things out, and he ended up moving to Nevada. And I can't do long distance.
Nevada.
Like, I can't even do, like, an hour away. Like,
girl.
So to be all the way in Nevada... and then just like when I first got into the music industry, like I was, you know, the nastiest princess, and like, you know, it wasn't something that he could really support. Like, he's like, I love that you're doing this, but I don't really like how you're doing it. And I'm like,
it was the image aspect.
It was the image aspect. And so
that can be hard. That can be hard sometimes.
Yeah. And then the music industry is just so male dominated. The people empowered, that most of them are males.
Especially the rap industry also.
Yes.
Oh,
But I will say, female rap has been taken over. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Huge.
It really has been
getting
taken over.
huge. Yeah. That's most of my music.
Hello?
Yeah. Glorilla, honey, if you
Lotto.
listening, my love, Glorilla, Lotto, Sexy Red.
Mona Leo. Love her.
Oh, my God.
And weren't you just in a music video for her?
Yeah, that was so fun.
Yes, and Mellow Bucks.
But when I tell you, they had us actually working out. My body was so sore the next day. I'm like, I went there to be like a model. And
I actually put in the work.
I woke up the next day. I was like, oh my God. Like,
you said, wait, I didn't sign up for this.
They're like, all right, take 3. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do another set of whatever they had us doing.
Y'all
y'all were
up
working
and down
it.
with the
Yeah,
weight.
with the Pilates weights, yeah.
Yeah, it was a whole routine. I'm like, yeah.
Damn, I'm almost glad I missed it now, because damn, I did not want to be all sore like that. Yeah. I did not know that. That's what I was signing up for, was a whole going to the gym. That's what you did. You got a whole music video opportunity, and you went to the gym at the same time.
Okay, right.
No, it
shout out to them.
Connections and a workout, period.
Literally, shout out to them. Shout out to them. They do multiple things out here. Love that.
No, seriously.
Electra, how do you feel like your music has progressed, or how do you feel like do you feel like it's really different since you first started? Even though, I mean, it's 2025, that's almost 3 years now. Like, do you feel like from your first song, Baddest Fuck, to now, like, you could really see a big difference already?
I definitely can. When my first time going to the booth, I was so nervous. I was like, voice shaky, like, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. I had to get out the booth. I think I ended up like, I probably took like 5 shots. Got back in the booth.
She said, let me cool down.
Like, all right. So that kind of became a habit for me. Every time I got in the booth, I was like, damn, I need to take a couple shots, like, to get these, like,
the nerves away.
Yeah. So now I'm at a point where I can get in the booth, like, I don't have to smoke or drink anything. I could do it sober, and I know my sound now. I think back then I was still trying to figure out my sound and what I wanted to rap about, and so
100%. That's awesome. That's good. But do you feel like you still, like, rap about the same things?
I definitely,
I love her music.
Yeah. That, you know, one song of yours that pops up in my head a lot. One thing I think about is when we were in the Playboy Bunny.
Oh my God!
Yes. Make it do the most. And I just be singing that song in my head sometimes. I mean,
I still got that shit in my playlist.
Yes.
Yep.
That was.
I got that one in the Your Bottle Service song in my playlist too.
That was
Your Bottle Going.
That was the third song I ever recorded. This
Really?
song.
Really?
Yeah, that was my third time ever recording. I had went to Atlanta, and I had my auntie. She connected me with a lot of people. When I first told her I wanted to make music, because she used to work for Sony and RCA back in the day, and her nephew is in the industry now. So she connected me with a lot of people. She gave me like a mentor / manager. Rest in peace to him, because he passed away early in my music career, but he set me up for success. So he's like, come to Atlanta, like you need to be in Atlanta. I have some people for you to meet. So I went to Atlanta. I ended up at this studio called Plugged In Studios, and it was it's like 3 producers and my mentor in there, and I brought my homegirl, and they played the beat, and I'm like, I think I have a verse for this. So I laid my verses down first, and then the producer, he's also a songwriter, he's like, we need to get together and think about this hook, because you're a bottle girl, like you need to talk about it. So I'm like, yeah,
okay.
Because they be in the club, they don't be spinning like they're supposed to be spinning. So that's what we're gonna talk about.
That's a realty right there. She said they don't be spitting how they like be spitting.
They don't spend it like they need to spend it, and that's how the song came about. And damn, this is probably one of my favorite songs.
That one?
I love that song.
It's fun.
Yeah,
I do. I love that
fun.
song. It's a very fun song.
Yeah, it literally came from being a bottle girl. Like I wanted something to encompass that.
Oh, I love that.
And now they all have a song that they could just use. I love it. Do you have a song that you think or blew up in a way that you didn't think was going to?
Honestly, probably the song that me and J Mane had. That collab, like, I don't know, like, me and him have been homies for a minute, so.
Which one was that one?
It's called Pay Attention.
Okay. You said it was you and who?
Me and FYB J Mane.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought you said J May, and I was like,
no, J Mane.
I'm trying to figure out who is that.
And no, he's been my homie, so obviously he's blown up. Shout out to him, but to me, I'm like, that's just my homie. We in the studio, we're just messing around. We're gonna put this song together,
shooting the shit for real.
And he was just like, his work ethic is crazy. Like, I think we shot the song the next day. He already had a videographer, and the day after that, we were shooting the music video. The day after that, the song was already out. Probably 2 days after that, he had the video out.
Damn!
Like, his turnover time was crazy. So to see that, like, his work ethic, like, shout out to him, because
very efficient, man.
Like, he was not playing. And so from there, like, I think when me and him first did the song, I was barely at 9,000 followers. And then when he dropped that song and people flooded my DMs, first of all, there was a scene in the music video, and he spit in my friend's mouth in the video.
I love that.
And
y'all, I'm gonna go watch this.
No,
the
purpose of it was like we wanted it to look like it was me, but I didn't want it to be me. So my friend took one for the team. Shout out to her.
Period.
And shout out. He spit a shot of tequila in her mouth. And so people start texting me like, girl, I know that's not you. And I'm like,
you right.
You're right. It's not me. But that one scene, like, it blew my notifications up. And I think the next day I went from like barely 9,000 followers to 14,000 followers. Like,
that's a
blessing. Some game for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, we love that.
Yeah.
That's
okay, per. That's awesome. That's really cool.
No,
I love that. Do you have anyone that you like? Who are some of your like top artists that you want to work with? Like, not like just artists you want to work with, but also like Chicago artists.
Chicago artists.
Yeah.
It's crazy because there's so many talented artists out here.
It's true.
I don't know. That's a tough one. I think in terms of like male collabs, I would like. I really want to get a song with Taylor Bennett because that's my dog.
Yeah,
and we do
I
have
can
a
see that
song
happening
together
too.
technically, but it had a couple other people on it. I want it to be like
just
more like
him?
Just him, but on his vibe. I want to be able to like rap on his.
Okay.
I can see that.
Juke
I
it.
can see that.
Yeah, like
Okay.
some juke music,
I
because I
see
don't
that.
have any juke music. Like I've always been like so against. Like I'm like
Against it? Why?
I don't
You would be
wanna
perfect for juke music.
No, like. I haven't tapped into that yet. Like juke music is like it's low-key intimidating. Like the beats, I'm like I'm listening to it like I don't know how I'm gonna come on this beat
or what to say.
Exactly.
You said I don't know how to start it off for real. That's funny. But anybody else?
I think on the female side, there's so many that I want to collab with, but
There's a lot. Like, the more I think about it, there's a lot of Chicago artists.
there's a lot of Chicago artists.
And there's a lot of really good ones that aren't known.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of underground rappers
Yeah.
here in Chicago.
I feel like we hear a new one every day.
They are so dope. I think in terms of female artists, I would love a collab with Queen Key. I would love a collab with
I can
her.
make that happen.
You make it happen. I met her at her birthday party, and we low-key vibed. I'm like, happy birthday. Like, girl, I'm a triplet. Like, I have 2 brothers. And she was like, wait. So,
I didn't know that.
Yes, I pulled
Yeah, she has triplets.
I pull up a
they're so
picture
cute.
to show her because I'm like, you're an amazing woman. Like, you were
She's
so
an inspiration
You're
for
so
real.
blessed to have, like, as a Black woman, it's already really risky.
Yep.
Pregnancy is super risky. And it's hard
To have
raising.
triplets?
Yeah, it's hard raising 3 kids
On
like,
your own?
On your own. So it's
Mm.
like, because my mom, she had a whole army behind her, and even then it was hard because it's 3 of us, it's 3 infants at one time. So
That's
I was giving her flowers because, girl, you were doing it. 3 kids.
That's
And-
insane.
And she, I think she was telling us to get it. I don't know what she was telling us to do, but I don't know. I was looking at my phone, not paying attention, and she was like, "You remind me just of my daughter, just hard headed. The girls never listen." And I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Let me see if I can find a picture of me and my brothers.
That doesn't say. I did not know you were a triplet.
Yes, me and my
You
brothers.
find out something new every day. Are those the only siblings you have?
I have an older brother as well.
Okay. What? Imagine having 1 child and then 3.
I know,
You
right?
know what's
Jesus
crazy? My
Christ.
mom is a twin. And her twin brother had
Okay.
2 sets of twins, and she had triplets.
Oh, so
So I'd be like,
it runs in your family.
Be careful.
You
because
you about to have triplets or twins. Just wait.
That's what people be like.
Ooh.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
quadruplets. Nope.
Oh,
She
imagine.
I can't even imagine that. I'm like,
She
I
said,
don't have enough
don't
room
put that
for
out there.
that-
Don't put that out
many.
there.
While you're looking for that picture, I wanted to ask you, growing up, because I know you went to college and everything, did you think that rapping and writing and making music was something you wanted to do?
I kind of always had an inclination about it. Like, I was always interested in it. I love music, and I just never got into it. And I think a lot of that was just me being so focused on school, and I wanted to get that out the way first before I focused on anything else. And I was still pursuing my other hobbies when I was in school. I was making rugs, and I was painting.
Making rugs.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, making rugs and painting. So that was like an avenue of art for me, an outlet for me. And honestly, my goal when I was in school, I started off as microbiology.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, microbiology pre-med. I got to my junior year, and I was like, I don't like this.
She said, I don't want to do this
In
anymore,
your
actually.
junior year, that's crazy.
Yeah, but because I was pre-med, when I switched my major to psychology, I wasn't behind because I already had psychology courses under my belt with the pre-med track.
Whoa. Okay. Your family's good looking, for
Thank
one.
you.
I'm going to put that out there. Oh, my God. I would not have. They look very much so alike. You can definitely see it in the. Oh my God! Oh yeah, actually, you all have the same.
The same,
eye.
the same.
Yeah.
Eyes. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy. And you all went to the same school. Oh my God, that's crazy. Damn, I would have
shout out
never
my
expected
brothers.
that. That's a good looking family right there.
Oh, my God.
She said, "Let me take the glasses off." She got me the sunglasses to give it a better look. I know that's right.
Literally, you all smile the same,
Yeah.
too.
Bro,
That's crazy.
That is insane.
But shout out my brothers. They're
They're tall as hell. Hold on. Or were they stepping on something?
They're not that tall.
She
I'm
said
just super short.
Let me shut that down real quick.
They're probably like average height. I'm just short as hell. But yeah, shout out my brothers. They definitely keep me sane and grounded and focused
That's a blessing
on
to have.
everything that I need to be focused on. But yeah, I ended up graduating with social psychology as my master's. The goal was, or my bachelor's, the goal was to take a gap year, then go back and get my master's. But during my gap year, I'm like, I don't know if I could do another couple years of school because that was tough. Like, especially during COVID, we graduated during 21. We didn't even have a real graduation because of COVID. It was literally like a drive-by
A drive-through.
graduation. Yeah, a drive-through. Like, walk up on the stage with your family walks in at the same time as you. You have a time slot. Get your photo ops in and then get out.
Oh my
yeah, it
gosh,
wasn't
that's
a
literally a
ceremony.
drive-through.
Exactly. They didn't have a ceremony for us.
At least it wasn't Zoom.
But right, at
Okay,
least it
clock
wasn't
that
Zoom.
because
Yeah.
that would have sucked for real.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is insane. I was lucky enough to graduate right before all the COVID shit happened. I was the last
2018.
year. Yeah, I was the last year to have like a real actual graduation.
Damn.
Yep.
Yep.
I
couldn't
was too
imagine
happy.
having Zoom that shit. That literally, yeah. It's like I couldn't imagine going to high school now and having that BS.
You're
Get out of here! I'm so glad I grew up what I did. I'm like, look, I'm an adult. You know, making big money moves out here, making music. You know, doing all
Okay,
this big
bottle
shit.
serving.
Bottle serving. You know,
Bottle service.
hmm
Where you doing bottle service at?
Well, so it really depends on where Spice is at for real. But we're at Akelia. Saturdays.
You guys are back at Akelia now?
Actually, yeah, I don't even want to talk
Where's
about it further.
that at?
Thank God.
God.
I missed my wings.
Man, I was thinking about them wings. Them wings are good than a motherfucker. Ooh, I love them wings. I think it's like West Loop area. It's like 10 minutes from my house. I stay in Humboldt. But it's really not that far. I really like it. It's pretty cool. It's a vibe. Yeah, I know. But I was there last night. They had the fight night there. Did not know.
I didn't even know there was a fight yesterday.
I didn't know that.
I'm so like.
I didn't put the dates together. I was like, I realized it's the end of February, but like when I saw the March 1st, I was like, oh, but it was too packed. I was standing there watching a fight.
Now, last and final question before we end this whole thing. Dating. And while rapping. I remember you said that you were in a 5-year relationship. How has it been since?
It's been tough. Like, dating while being an artist, it's hard because people, I don't know, like the 5-year relationship, that ended amicably.
Okay.
It was something we both, it was a peaceful separation, but there were times where being in the music industry, he wasn't used to the attention that I was getting because I had been inside for 5 years. So now I'm outside. This is something completely new to him. I went from being like a housewife to a lecturer. And that was like such a big shift for him. And so after that, like I dated probably like 2 or 3 people after him. Not super serious, but people in the industry. And what I realized is if people aren't doing as much as you're doing, they get really jealous.
Yes.
They
Clock
get
that
really
tea.
jealous.
Yes,
And-
they do.
Yes.
And me being me, I'm still trying to include them in every room that I step in and every opportunity that comes to me. If I feel like it could benefit them, I'm trying to bring them with me. But
Can't always do that.
you
Can't always do that.
Certain rooms aren't meant
And
for
it's
certain
hard.
people, which is something that was hard for me
Ooh,
to realize.
girl, say that again. And that's some things people cannot and will never get.
Yeah.
They just think they're supposed to fit in everywhere. And sorry, honey, you can't be in this room. I'm like, sorry. Like
You
this
can't
is for
sit
me.
with
like,
us.
Like this is mine, And it's like some people really can't understand that. Like they really can't get that, and that's hard.
Yeah.
That's
Dating in
hard.
the industry is hard. Like you have to be with someone that's got as much motion or more motion than you. 'Cause
You think so?
I feel like if they have less, it's so easy for them to get caught in that trap.
As a
trying
female,
That is
or
true,
just
though.
in general.
I think as a female,
Okay.
because
Okay,
guys
yeah.
get super insecure.
Yes.
Yeah.
They won't
Females
admit
want
it though.
that,
They will
Yeah.
not admit it though.
Exactly.
Yes, they. you can
Let me
say
look at y'all real
quick. We every podcast we always say something and Tone in there in the background. He's like, that's not true. Like, oh my gosh, that's.
But even like, I'm sorry, even with the because I know your music can get explicit.
Yeah.
How does relationships like that? How does that tend to go? Like, how do they feel?
I feel like when I'm dating somebody, they get to see me. They see me outside of Electra. So they know that a lot of that be like, it's a persona. And so they know that, okay, that's just Electra. That's her other side.
Right.
So behind the scenes, they be like, oh,
That's cute.
right.
That's good. I'm glad they could see that.
Yeah, most people, because they be like, damn, like on the outside looking in, people be like, damn, she freaky as hell.
I'm screaming.
Who the fuck she talking about?
Who is she talking about?
Who's she trying to get down on? Like,
Exactly.
Who's she trying to get freaky with?
Yeah. Because I say a lot of crazy things. I did actually record a song with Taylor Bennett recently and 2 other people. And they were messing with my verse, but you know, I talk real freaky and Taylor is on a different vibe than me. And so I do have to kind of go back and switch my verse. But like, because at the end of my verse, you know, I just be saying anything. Yeah. I'm like, a real ass bitch, I might have to smack your granny, and sorry to my nigga, but I'm fucking for the Grammy. And they were like, damn, we messed with it, but you might have to switch that verse.
Why you want to smack someone's
like
granny,
that,
Electra? Whose granny you trying to smack?
You know, if you piss me off, I might have
get
to
down.
Right. I might have to do something stupid like.
Hey, Granny might be the only one in the life.
Exactly.
Like, you know,
I'm so sorry, Granny.
you gotta be doing ruthless things sometimes. Shit. Oh my god.
Now, make sure you guys be careful with your grandmothers and make sure that they're watching out
With
for
her
Electra.
Because Jesus, she might smack you. No, we playing.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in for this episode. Thank you guys. Thank you, Electra, for coming and being here.
Yes, we appreciate it. This was a great convo. I love it. We'll have to have you again.
This was a good episode.
This is good. Mm-hmm.
But go ahead if you want to share your name and Instagram handle one more time for them.
Electra, also known as the Nastiest Princess. Find me on Instagram at Electra_no_Carmen.
Love it. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you guys. Make sure you follow, like, comment, subscribe. Do everything
all
you
the
need
shit.
to. Share. You know the shebang. Thank you again, Tay. You want to share your Instagram handle one more time with them?
It is tay.renee6 on IG.
Make sure you guys follow us all, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.